I thought I'll give you a different perspective on this. Well, whenever I hear people talking about sports, they always talk about medals, they talk about, winning, all that stuff. Primarily, sports should not teach that. We are looking at, when we talk about, sports, we are looking at the holistic development of an individual. That's what we are aiming at. Well, if you are going to propose this, it is the USP of your coaching camps or your academies. Well, I doubt whether any parent would admit his or her child, because when you say that, there is a likelihood of my child, getting a medal there's an enormous risk involved. But if you tell them it is going to develop holistically, both scholastically improving the individual, plus emotionally developing him, socially developing him, then there's a possibility that the individual will try to put his child into a school. Well, I allow my children to play, not to win tournaments, please. I have 3 daughters. They were playing tennis, very good tennis. In fact, I was a hockey player myself. I used to represent my universities. I had never played to represent a university to get a seat or to get a certificate. I'm telling you this very frankly. I played it for pure fun, for passion. Well, I attribute several things because of that. Well, some time back I did go for cricket selections. I was not selected. I got fed up with that and I switched over to hockey. Well, now that sport gave me a lot of abilities. I was continuing to play sports. I did a BTech, I did 2 MTechs, I did a PhD, I did an MBA. All through, I wanted to be in college primarily to play sports. My objective was to be in college, was to play sports. So education was secondary. Well, my parents never forced me to do this or that. Even now, I never force my children to do this. They are playing good tennis, but my first 2 daughters, they opted for medicine, they switched over. So what I'm trying to tell you is, if you start an academy and say, put a checklist or a goal sheet there, the next for 4 years, 3 persons from my academy will be representing Olympics, half a dozen will be representing nationals. Well, people will not be encouraged to do that. I'm certain about that. So the objective of this has to be something like this. So when you talk to a parent, you talk to him on the following areas. You tell him that sport, play, or any recreational thing is essential for a well-being of the child, the holistic development of a child. So you see a lot of criminals. I'm sure when you interview criminals, the people who do all these things, burglary or rape or whatever it is,